All right, yo, people, what's up? It is Monday morning here in Shizuoka, right by Shizuoka Station. Gonna do about an hour-ish drive to the Horai Bridge. Yeah, maybe you can help, me explore Shizuoka today. Do we have text-to-speech going? I thought I had TTS on. Oh, there we are. Let's do a yo. Quick yo there. Let that populate.
Add a little bit of life.
There we are.
Said yo. At very boring name. Said hey Lido.
Hey, very boring name. What's up, broski? Hey. We are exploring Omaezaki. Today because I'm scouting it out for a future trip, and I'm gonna be heading to Shizuoka tomorrow, the Gundam base. Or sorry, not the Gundam base, the Gundam museum, the it's Bandam Hobby Center plastic model, blah blah blah, BHCPD 2 or something. I wish they could have made a cooler, easier name to remember, but hey, great to see you. And remember, this is my first time in this area. I'm on the pocket Wi-Fi, and we'll have to see exactly how it handles everything here. Hold on. I'm trying to get all of this. Rudder. Okay. Just putting all of this together here. I'm looking at my MacBook right now. Hey, maybe I just should say a quick hello. Yo, I nicked my face last night when I was shaving.
Said, nice. A discovery trip for us all.
Yeah, exactly. So I apologize if the pocket Wi-Fi dies out, but this area seems to be very, we're in Shizuoka, a very big prefecture, and it already looks like a pretty busy station. So I think we're gonna be aight. I think we're gonna be okay. So yeah, I got everything on the chat together. Let's get going now. And it's roughly an hour drive. Now I have an online lesson from 11 a.m. and so I'm gonna have to do that. And
at Cage Alex 9.
Hey, Kage Alex, what's up?
Lito.
Hello. Okay, let's get going. Hold on. I'm in new roads here in Shizuoka. Nice to see you on Luke's stream as well. But yeah, just gotta kind of be mindful of these new roads here. Wow, it's tight. We're right by the station as well. We got Buddy walking on the road. It's all good. Just make sure. Okay, he's turning left. We got the bicycle people, and oh shoot, didn't even put you guys on the front. There we go. Sorry about that.
Very boring name. Said hey at Kajilex.
Yo. So yeah, if it cuts out, I'm so sorry. At just before 11 o'clock, I'm going to be out for about an hour, and then I'll try to restream again. But we're going to Omaezaki, which is like an hour out. There's a beautiful bridge, a shrine, a lighthouse, all that cool stuff there. And then tomorrow I head back to Shizuoka. I'm staying the night near Omaezaki in Kakawa. So basically I'm scouting this trip out because I have a trip here in May or something.
9 said, yep. Oh yeah, I passed you IG and YouTube channels along to another Osaka-based streamer who is also in Luke's community.
Sweet, perfect. Thank you so much. There was someone that actually Akasan passed me on to about, she's a cosplayer and like a musician. I've met her once. She's based in Tokyo, and she wanted someone to help her out with snowboarding vlogs. So I was like, oh, okay. So Akasan passed her IG story on to me, and I just messaged her last night. She liked the message. She hasn't responded yet. So who knows if that's gonna be a thing either. Should be interesting. Hold on, what's going on? Why is the screen all white like this? I'm just gonna refresh that. But yeah, so the other thing I'm trying to do this trip is to actually vlog it. So, we have the live streams and whatnot, but I want to do I'm going to experiment with vlogging, experiment with more talking head type of videos, especially for like this channel, which talks about my life in Japan and experiences in Japan. So yeah, at the end of the day or at the beginning of every day, do a little 2 to 5 minute spiel, maybe even 1 to 2 minute spiel of like the plan of the day or how it went, and then just kind of stitch those all together with a little bit of B-roll.
At CageAlex9 said, yeah, I passed your info on to them as they are also looking to get into snowboarding.
Oh wow, that'd be amazing, man. Could you let me know in a message if you don't want to reveal their identity here? I'm okay with you revealing their identity, but I don't know about them. So could you let me know who it is, just so I know who might be reaching out to me, or I reach out to them. I think you got me on Discord, right? Yeah. So I'd appreciate that, broski. And so far the signal's looking pretty good. It's looking excellent. It says.
At CageAlex9 said, Benji West.
Benji West. Okay, cool. Tell me a little bit more about them. You said they're based in Osaka. Now, I was gonna give myself like a reward trip for doing my taxes and go to like Hokkaido or something this year, or I was supposed to go out to Nagano with Kato-san, but I think I need to be a bit prudent about my finances, because this year is going to be a tough year. So basically I've been a dependent on Chica for the last couple of years. Her company was paying for medical bills and pension, and last year I worked so much that I actually
At CageAlex9 said, and yeah, I'm in the Discord, but I'll DM you their stuff via IG, that way it's easier for you both.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, that's easier. I do check Discord from time to time, but I was just getting so many alerts there that I had to like mute it. So yeah, IG would be great, man. Thank you so much. But yeah, so instead of going out to do these snowboard trips, I need to kind of just get all my finances. This year's like the hump year. And Luke knows about that too, right? Like, we're both in that situation where like you either make a little bit of money and you stay under the radar and you can be like dependent on someone, or you make more than enough money, you pass the threshold, and now you're like, you got to make a lot more money to just like kind of break even. So that's where I'm at this year. But if these creators are helping me out get out to snowboarding somehow, then that's 2 for 1. I will obviously work to travel and help out with that. So yeah, who knows? I mean, I'm still open to it, and I do want to do ski and snowboard tours. But I think this year is the year that I have to really make sure that I can stay afloat, and also like work my ass off even more, since I'm transitioning from the regular tour company that I've been working with to more my private tours and working with other vendors who are not assholes. So I keep saying that, but yeah. It's true. This year's a big transitional year. So yeah, it's interesting that like, it seems like, I find anyways, year upon year, like I used to go snowboarding every year, dude. And you know, you guys have maybe seen my live streams while I snowboard. And it seems like more creators are going to Hokkaido for the snow festival, or maybe I'm just noticing it more, or maybe just people are going, but they weren't like doing live stream content on it now to these snowy areas, and people want to do actual like snowboard streams and stuff, which is totally cool. Yeah, I like to get out there. You know, if I go out there anyways, I'm gonna live stream it, right? So the problem is with the problem is with being on a mountain. Even with a phone, you're gonna get splotchy reception. That's no doubt about it. It's like mountain reception, right? And then you're fighting weather, you're fighting temperature. So there's a lot of things to keep in mind. And if you're gonna live stream while you're doing a physical activity like skiing or snowboarding, you really got to be able to do that activity autopilot, really. You know, if you're still learning and you're trying to handle a camera, it's way harder, right? And I don't know if it's a fun experience, but if you're able to like kind of go down the mountain and kind of just point it down one direction, you're great. But I'm at the point where basically I can focus on other people while I'm staying safe, which I think is really cool, and I really enjoy that. So yeah, broski. So yeah, let me give you guys the overview for this week. So it's I'm basically away from home for a week. So I left Sunday night yesterday on an overnight bus. Man, I haven't been on an overnight bus since like for 15, 20 years or something. Overnight buses are cheap, and the reason I took it this time was basically I basically could save like 5,000 yen, and I wanted to get here early. So taking the bullet train, which would have cost me an extra 5,000 yen, and I would have gotten here like at 10 in the morning, which would have gotten me less daylight here. And so it just kind of made sense for me to take this bus. So I'm on this bus. It's not the most luxurious bus. Some buses are more expensive, and it's like almost the same.
At Believe in Yourself.
Yep. Hey, Believe in Yourself. Good morning.
Hello, Lido. At very boring name.
Hello.
At CageAlex9.
I need to get a drink at some point. Maybe pass by a convenience store. But yeah, I'm just going over kind of how it was yesterday. So this would be good on a vlog. I need to kind of recap this. So I took an overnight bus, Believe in Yourself, yesterday from Osaka to Shizuoka. I'm just moving from Shizuoka to Omaezaki.
Said, can you sleep well on the overnight bus?
So I'm a pretty good sleeper. I can somewhat sleep on buses and planes. The thing is, there's a McDonald's in 1.2. No, I had breakfast at Dotour. So I've prepared myself. The problem thing is the older buses used to be really cramped. This one actually had a really nice footrest, and it reclined quite well. The only problem was, so I was able to book it quite in advance, and I got like these early discount tickets, but they were limited to certain like seats on the bus. And when I booked it, I guess the seat next to me was open, but when I got on the bus last night, some other Japanese gentleman took the window seat, right? And this gentleman was like, he was kind of weird, right? Like it seemed like he would get on buses a bit more, but he basically, there's these blackout curtains right by the window, and he stuck his head between the window and the curtain, so he had the curtain kind of covering it. And I think what he was trying to do was, actually inside the bus they have to have lights on, right? So you can even dim lights, so you can like walk to the toilet, and
At CageAlex9 said, DM sent, I've also let Benji know and that it's easier to contact you via IG.
Perfect, dude. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, wow, this is great. We'd love to like go out and help people. But so he was he wasn't rude or anything. He didn't talk at all, and I would, I actually took the window seat by accident. I thought mine was window. But I knew I wanted aisle because I wanted to get to the toilets and stuff just in case. And I said "shitsurei shimasu," I said in polite Japanese, and he was just not talking. So I think he was a bit of I felt like he was a bit of an introvert, and then he also was really sensitive to the light. So he had his head kind of like an ostrich buried, resting on the window, and had the curtain, the blackout curtain, so that he couldn't see the lights inside the bus, which is kind of weird. But I guess you're out, it's overnight bus, you're just seeing the highway lights or whatever. And but yeah, he was like kind of sometimes moving around and stuff, but he was clearly, how can I say, he knew that I was there, and he would have rather had been alone. I could get the sense, and me too, right? Like we all kind of want our own private seat and stretch our legs and this and that. And it wasn't anything bad or anything. But so the bus also stops every like 2 hours. It goes for little breaks, and I think the bus driver's taking a break. And you guys have seen the snow on Nomadic Gaijin Street. It's been snowing a little bit. We got snow in Nara as well, and Kyoto, and so the roads were kind of snowy. So this bus, while you can get some sleep, but at the rest stops they'll turn on the lights.
CageAlex9 said it might also have been to block out some of the sounds of the bus as well.
Could have been, yeah, I don't know. But buddy, oh wow, I thought it was gonna turn. But anyways, in the end, I would have said this, like, so I went to Daiso, I got like an eye mask, I had my AirPods in. If I didn't have AirPods, I would have used what do you call them? Earplugs. And I had a moisture mask. It's a special mask that helps you breathe, and it's really dry in buses and stuff. So this is basically the same rig that I have when I go on an airplane, right? I'm trying to, what do you call it, sensory deprivation. And once I get in the zone, and I had like this I use this app called Endel, Endel, which, you know, binaural beats and helps me sleep, and it wakes me up calmly in the morning. Like, I actually got some pretty good sleep in pockets of 2-hour runs. And you guys know me, Mr. Sleepstream. I can run on like 4 hours. So I'm okay rested. I'm like not groggy or anything, and I had a good breakfast and coffee to get in me in this morning. So I'm okay, but I could have had a more solid sleep had that guy wasn't there. The bus wasn't completely full, but we were assigned to each other's seats, and after he got off, finally, he got off like 3/4 of the way there.
Page Alex 9 said, yeah, treat overnight or long distance buses like a flight. Yeah,
exactly. And the bus was fine. Like, it was a little jostling here and there, but it was okay. I think I got out to use I have photos of the snowy rest area after the first 2 hours, but I was pretty much asleep after the first hour. But, you know, it's intermittent sleep. And halfway through, like, there were like empty seats in front and behind us. I just like kind of moved about halfway through the trip. I moved in front, and then he kind of like, you know, took his jacket off and planted it in my empty seat. And, you know, we were all kind of getting settled in, and then he got off, and then a couple hours later I got off. So it was okay. But like, in this particular situation, it made sense for me to take the overnight bus. Would I take the overnight bus regularly? No. I would rather go in the daytime. I wouldn't mind taking a daytime bus. That's kind of cool, because then you get to, like, you know, look outside the window. I like slow travel. Actually, I've taken the Seishun Juhachi Kippu, the youthful 18 ticket all the way to Hiroshima once, and it was fantastic. I like that, if you got the time, right? If you got a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Right? But anyways,
Peso 200.
Yo, Peso, what's up?
Happy Super Bowl Sunday, Monday.
Oh my gosh, yeah, Super Bowl is not a thing for me. I don't really follow it, but happy Super Bowl days. I'm in Shizuoka, by the way. Peso, nice to see you, broski.
That very boring name said, I prefer daytime travel as I don't sleep well on a chair.
Right. You know, they do have a bus company called Wheeler Express. We're talking about, I took an overnight bus from Osaka to Shizuoka just last night. Haven't done that in like probably close to 20 years or something.
255 said, you know what's a challenge? Use the Seishun 18 from Makurasaki to Wakane.
Oh snap. Yeah, I am interested. I liked using that ticket. It's just they've put a lot more restrictions on it recently. But like I said, if you got the time and you want to save a bit of money and you like slow travel.
At Peso 255 said, impossible since 2024, sadly.
Right. That's sad. Guys, I'm gonna get I have an onigiri in my backpack. I'm gonna get some drinks, but I'm a little afraid to bring the stream in there, and the stream will die it. So if you guys don't mind, just give me a couple minutes to get a drink. I just don't wanna kill the stream, you know, since we got a good thing going on, you know what I'm saying? So can you give me just a second? Yeah. You guys want anything? Let me know. All right.
At Cage Alex 9 said, I'll take a Pepsi please and thank you.
All right.
Very boring name.
Buy us a drink.
Buy us a drink
Pepsi?
too.
Okay, got it. I haven't drunk Pepsi in a while. Let's see if they have it.
At Cage Alex 9 said, also hey at Believe in Yourself BIY and at Very Boring Name. At Very Boring Name said, hey at Cage Alex 9. At Cage Alex 9 said, so chat, how is everyone? At Believe in Yourself BIY said, I told a joke about a tire, but it fell flat. At Very Boring Name said, missing Japan, I wanna go back. At CageAlex9 said, Dun Dun TS. At CageAlex9 said, I'd love to go to Japan just in general. At Believe in Yourself BIY said, I'm preparing for a return. I need to prepare more effectively. This much is certain. At Very Boring Name said, it's awesome. You really should go. At Very Boring Name said, my last trip was last minute. Definitely wasn't planned efficiently, haha.
All right, guys, what's up? Oh shit. I was gonna say I'm preparing for a return. I need to prepare more effectively. A tax return, you mean?
At Very
This much is
Boring
certain.
Name said, he's
Oh,
back.
oh, you mean a return to Japan? That'd be great. I'm missing Japan. I want to go back. Nice. Dun TS. Yeah, dude, Kaga, you gotta get over here, broski, and believe in yourself. You gotta meet up next time, broski.
At Believe in Yourself BIY said, hail and well met, Lido.
Hey, what's up? Yes, well met. Well met. So, guys, oh, you gotta be proud of me for two things. One, I did look for Pepsi. Sorry, bro. They only had Coke, but they had this monster Sprite. Look how big this thing is. 150 yen. Monster Sprite.
At Very Boring Name said, where's our drinks?
I found there was no Pepsi. I went for the Sprite. It was that or a melon soda, but Sprite is kind of not as easy to find here and there as well. So I ended up getting the Sprite, okay? But two things. Bam! 7-Eleven Gunpla-kun. I gotta show this to Luke because he always gets the 7-Eleven Gundam. 880 yen, and I was actually looking for something to like a Gundam because tomorrow in Shizuoka, after the Gunpla Museum, there's a 7-Eleven by there, and if you bring them your
At
sprues...
CageAlex9 said, I'm a carer, so I'm not making it to Japan anytime soon.
Aw.
Awesome.
Well, you have to... Well, thank you for living vicariously through us, and we're gonna do our best to, all of us streamers who you support and stuff, do our best to kind of have you live vicariously through us. So, guys, cheers. Cheers. Bam. Yes, so if you bring the extra sprues there...
Said, buy one for Luke.
Oh, there was the last one. It was the last one. I have a feeling he already has it.
CageAlex9 said, also I love that Coke.
Oh, thank you, broski. I haven't watched this in a while, so it's got a little bit of Japan all over it. Yep. So that sounded really bad. Okay, guys, kanpai. Cheers. Damn, that's a monster Sprite. But they had an Evangelion Kuji, and they had the Asuka Langley and the Rei Ayanami. Three of the figures left.
Name said, yes, we can smell it.
You can smell it from here. Oh my!
Said, oh my
So I did not mean it like that. Everything I say is dirty. It's all dirty. Dirty South. Let's go. Kanpai. So anyways, I will exchange the runners for, you get an Ecopla. So it's the granddaddy but in a black version, recycled plastic. So that's gonna be cool. Perfect, exactly what I was looking for. And then they had the Evangelion Kuji, and the young lady, one of the young ladies, the younger lady working there, she's really good. It's like, oh, don't you want to buy it until you get the last one? This huge figure of a big Evangelion, it looks amazing. I'm like, I can't bring that thing home. I gotta take the train. She's like, you gotta take the train home? Like, yeah, I'm coming from Kansai. And they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And we started talking. And they were really friendly. And then like she asked me, so she's like egging me on to buy one. And that I love it when there's staff in the store that like want to see someone open a Kuji. And so she's like, why don't you just, which one do you want? I'm like, I'm a figure collector. I want the figures. And she's like, why don't you just keep buying one until you get a figure? I'm just like, you're really good at selling this, you know? So anyways, I decided not to, even though those figures look great. I already have too much, you know, I'm going to do a Gunpla gacha run here. Yeah, 800 yen? 800 yen for a pull. Fun fact, Lido, you're wearing something that shares the name of the village I grew up in.
Lido, you are wearing something that shares the name of the village I grew up in?
Fleece? Did you grow up in Fleece? What am I? Oh, did you? Toque? Beanie? Hurley! And by the way, this is Chica's. I hijacked it from Chica. She's like, you can use it, which really means goodbye forever.
At CageAlex9 said, no Hurley.
Hurley, sweet. Where is Hurley, dude? That's awesome. So we got the Gunpla-kun. I'm gonna ask you guys, should we do the Kuji or not? I'm trying to minimize my spending. And even though those figures are nice, I don't really think I need them. They're really cool though. It's the two girls just kind of like standing there doing their Evangelion poses. But 3 out of like 30, that's a 1 in 10 chance to win. I think it's good. I think we should get going and just save that money for more Gunpla stuff, because that's really more related to the channel. Yeah, but those the staff in there were really nice. They're really friendly.
At CageAlex9 said, it's a small former mining village in Warwickshire, England.
Is that it? Okay, because they make Hurley, I think it's like a ski, snowboard, skate, surf kind of brand. But wow, I had no idea. I love the branding for Hurley. It's great. You know, ski and snowboard brands are like, I just love how I always wear my Burton hoodie, and all of them are really fun. Yeah, ski and snowboard and the board brands, skateboarding as well.
At very boring name said, Ash, yes, mining and skating go hand in hand.
Yeah, exactly, right? Because you know, you gotta ride the rails.
Said the brand is US based and I think it's named after the creator.
Oh, okay, interesting. That makes more sense, doesn't it? Guys, I'm gonna let that Evangelion go. You should pat me on the back for kind of letting that one go. But we are gonna spend our money later. There's that place in Akihabara. Oh yeah, so I should guys tell you while the car's warming up and I'm getting the navigation going and everything. So today, Omaezaki stay in Kakegawa one night at an actual hotel.
Said, good boy.
Yep. Thank you kindly. Thanks, Paps. And tomorrow, Shizuoka, going to the museum, getting our Ecopla Granddaddy Gunpla from the 7-Eleven near there, and then exploring Shizuoka, because I'm pretty sure sometime in the future we'll do a Shizuoka tour. And I have never been to Shizuoka. I did not bring the drone purposely to minimize weight, because I have like 2 light stands, all my new lighting gear. I have 2 flashes now. I'll tell you why I brought all that stuff, and I just need to pare things down. I was thinking too, the weather might be snowy. It would be great, but that's okay. If we get a shot of Fuji, I'll just get a shot of Fuji from the camera or the pocket, because last time we got an amazing drone Fuji shot, which I think you might have seen. So there will be other chances. I mean, I'll be out to Fuji again, hopefully. But yeah, I think we could have let the drone is like the least on the priority list, unfortunately. If I had more, if I wasn't doing a 3-day photo shoot cosplay thing, which is the plan for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, there's Acosta 3 days, a night Acosta and then 2-day Acostas. I would have brought the drone, but it was already really heavy. I was like, I better let it go. Anyways, so today, tomorrow, Shizuoka, tomorrow head into Tokyo. I have then 3 days of tours, a walking tour in Tokyo, the next day a Fuji driving tour, and then the next day another walking tour in Tokyo. And then that brings me to, that would be Monday, Tuesday. The Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are the tours. Friday night we do a costa at night. And then interestingly enough, the Gundam base in Tokyo, Saturday and Sunday, have this special workshop where they teach you, or a pro modeler, a pro Gundam maker, teaches you how to do weathering, chipping, washes, and what's the other one? I think just chipping, weathering, and washes. Yeah, I think those are the 3 topics. It's by lottery. It's 11,000 yen for a 5-hour workshop. And I thought about it. I'm like, hey, why don't I just go for that? And they never have that out in Tokyo, or sorry, Kyoto or Kansai. So I'm like, I'm gonna be in town anyways. I put in my hat. I put in my ticket. I put in my, what do you say? I put my thing in the hat. What do you say for that? I put my ballot in the hat. I put my thingy in the hat. Anyways, I put my
Cage Alex 9.
Yeah, bid. Okay, I put my bid in the hat, and I'll know on the 11th whether I get any of those slots or not. And even if I do get a slot, if I get the slot for both days, I can just do one day and cancel the other day.
You put your head in the heat.
You put your head in the heat.
Said hat.
Yeah, I put my head in the hat. I put you do put your head in that. I put my bid in the hat. Is that the word? Is that the word? The word that you heard? Okay, anyways, guys, we're gonna get going. We're gonna get going. Damn, it's kind of hot skis in here. All right, let's go.
At Cage Alex 9 said, you put your bid in, or you put your name in the hat.
Name in the hat. That's what I put my name in the hat. I like the Captain Obvious answer. You put your head in the hat. That's a good one. So anyways, yeah, so hey, if you know, I thought about it. I did a quick talk with ChatGPT whether or not that's worth it for my Gunpla channel, and it said, you know what, you can find all these tutorials for weathering, chipping, washes online, but having a pro modeler do it with you really gives you, like, turns months of experience into like a day of experience, right? So it's really fast tracking me. It's also like I get to meet other modelers. I get to, you know, meet this pro guy. I don't know, guys. I have some lofty goals when it comes to some of the hobbies that I'm into right now. So there's this thing called the Gunpla World Builders Championship. Actually, a friend of mine is the narrator.
Do you use Reddit?
He's the host. I do use Reddit. I mainly read stuff on Reddit. I don't post on Reddit, but I know there's a lot of Gunpla stuff on Reddit. So my friend Max Powers is like the bilingual translator host for the World Builders Championship. So it's this big Gunpla tournament from all over the world, and they get the best from each country or each region, and they send them to Japan, and they have this championship every year. And it's like, yeah, I live in Japan, so like that's not the main thing, but to be on the scale of world-class builders or modelers, as they say, it excites me, and I'm just starting my my journey now, right? And I already know I love it. Like, I spend so much money. I have a huge backlog. For me, it's the transformative experience. This is damn, what is it? Hamamatsu. Let's go. I already know what excites me about this hobby. It's the transformative experience from turning something that's been engineered in plastic to something more than the sum of its parts. Like, it has a story, maybe it has weathering, maybe I change the colors, maybe, you know, I really love that aspect to this hobby. I think for me, the transformative aspect of art in general is what excites me about art. I just love, what is it? I love macro photography because it shows you an angle of life that you can't see with your naked eye. And I love that it kind of brings you on a journey. It's like, oh, what is that? Wow, I've never even thought of that. I've never even seen it in that way. and that's what I kind of want to do with Gunpla, in a sense. I'm not good at drawing. I mean, I'd like to get better at it. I love the meditative, therapeutic benefits to painting, and I don't need to paint pictures, but like when I was painting Warhammer, man, I could just do it for hours and time would fly. And now with Gunpla, it's a different skill set, because like I'm focusing on the build. What is that thing up there? Is that a bridge? What is that? That's a damn, cars go up there. Damn, that looks sketchy as fuck. Okay, I gotta like my we're getting some choppity chops. 6.4 kilometers. To be expected around this mountainous area. But yeah, I don't know. For me, I love the painting aspect of Gunpla. And to get to the painting, I gotta get good at, nub removal, and, smooth finish, and, all that kind of stuff. So, and I've seen some pretty creative Gunpla channels too. So yeah, come with me on that journey. Even if you're not into Gunpla, I mean, you can see the transformative aspect of how I get better, and some of the ideas we put forth. Yeah, and you saw Luke make the 7-Eleven Gunpla Kun, I think. Is it Gunpla Kun? No, he made Hello Kitty Gunpla or something. Yeah. Yeah, and of course, taking photos of it, making videos. Now you can like use AI to like animate your things. Oh shit, we're in a tunnel. Are we back? Yay! Back again. Brexit effect and let's begin. I keep running over the line. What's going on? Yo, let me know if we're back or we're pretzeled. Back again. Looks like we're back.
At CageAlex9 said, Luke has a collection of 7-Eleven Gunplas already, and welcome back. At Very Boring Game said, we're back.
Awesome, thank you guys. Has he made them all? Yeah, so he's the one who turned me on to the 7-Eleven ones. I love these little limited edition ones. I'll tell you this, guys. I went kind of ham wild during the Osaka Expo because they had a special pop-up store in Osaka for the
I think so.
For the year, for the 10 months and man, all the limited kits I could get there. Gundam stores. It was better than that. Going to get that opportunity again, so that's why I started visiting the Gundam store here in Tokyo. But they'll get some, of course, but not as good as that pop-up store. And that pop-up store does move around the world.
Very boring name said buffering.
Yeah, we'll get back. Get back to where you once belonged. Back. Get back. Your buddy behind me is like a speed demon. I'm gonna let him go. Let's let him go. This guy's going fastest. He's going fastest. He's going real fast. So yeah, I have this amazing backlog of things that like a beginner Gundam builder should not have. But yeah, I'm trying to be a bit more selective about the kits that I acquire. Like the one you just saw me pick up, that's for a certain purpose. And actually it is limited edition, these 7-Eleven. They do some interesting collabs. So there's like a Uniqlo collab, and what else do they have? I think Anna, like the airlines, does one too. So yeah, these limited edition ones are okay. Sometimes it's just a different coloration, which is fine. Oh yeah, there's this limited Hatsune Miku one that was on the P Bandai, the premium Bandai store, and it was by raffle only, and I didn't get it, unfortunately, either of them. There's one for the Granddaddy Gundam and the Hatsune Miku Zaku, and I really want the Zaku. But you know what? Besides the stickers, I can just buy a regular Zaku and repaint that thing. Like, that thing was going for 4,000 yen on Mercari, on like the Japanese eBay. It's going for 10,000 yen. Just like, I could buy one for like 1,500 yen and just repaint it. I won't have the stickers, so I was like, okay, maybe I get the stickers somehow. I don't know. But that could be fun, you know, just paint my own Zaku. And yeah, I could turn that into content as well. So yeah, I'm excited. It's a fun hobby. And you know what's even more great? Chika got into it. So you guys saw the one Gunpla therapy session I did with Kazuyuki. I did another one with Chika off stream, and then just last Saturday, just a couple days ago, all three of us got together in Edion and did one off stream. I wanted to stream, but there were too many people around, and we just kind of wanted to get into it. So yeah, so we're all kind of getting into this shared hobby, and it's cool that Chika's always supportive of me, which I absolutely love about her, and you know, I support her as well. But the fact that she's so accepting, I feel like I need to give back to her whenever I can. So, you know, like when we got on dates, I'll pay for dinner, of course, or when she wants a certain figure, like Demon Slayer or Chainsaw Man, you know, I'll pick them up for her. You know, do what I can to give back to her, basically. Shit, we're going through another tunnel, boys. Let's go ski. Let's get some Sprite on. Get some Sprite on. Get some Sprite on. Stay on target. Oh, it's a short tunnel. It's just we're going slow. There seems to be a wee bit of traffic here. Oh, it's a light tunnel. It's a nice tunnel. It's a wee bit of a tunnel. So the other thing is, I got another possible tour in Nagasaki and Fukuoka, which I haven't been to those places either at the end of the month. I haven't heard anything back yet. I hope it goes through. But yeah, the tour was originally both cities, but now it's only like 2 days in Nagasaki, which I'm cool with. I wonder if I can hook up with J-Vlog. I've been meaning to go out there and meet him, but he never really responds to what did I message him on, Discord or something, or anything else. But I don't know. I mean, he's busy doing his thing too. But yeah, I mean, I would definitely splurge a bit, because going out to Fukuoka, they have the huge Gundam base and Side F there. So they're a huge thing. They've got, like, is it the new Gundam that they have there? A life-size version of the new Gundam. So, you know, these special trips out here, of course, I can entitle myself to spend a little bit more and get some kits that are way easier to get out there. They're actually like limited edition for those locations.
Said, I was meant to drive to Nagasaki but skipped it at the last minute. I need to go back.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Why did you skip it at the end? I guess plans changed. Yeah, Nagasaki, that area looks really nice. Kyushu. I've never been to Kyushu. Is it Kita Kyushu? Like that area too, I wanted to kind of pass on the way back. So I have this, I already kind of planned it out. If I get the trip, go out a couple days early, scout out the places. On the way back, maybe stop by Kita Kyushu. I don't know if I told you, but a long time ago, I was really into this card game called Magic the Gathering. You might have heard it. And they had all these Grand Prix and Magic Festas. The name would change over the years. But basically, it's like a Magic Con. Oh no, tunnel, hold your breath. Stay on target.